Welcome to the show. WWE Nation, this is SmackDown Spotlight, your update center for matches and news. Hit that bell and let's begin. Nothing about this moment felt routine. One instant, Kazuchika Okada stood tall, methodical and composed, preparing to deliver the rainmaker that has ended countless dreams. The next instant, the referee's hand struck the mat for 3, and reality shifted. On Collision, the Continental Classic Gold League produced a result that no bracket, prediction, or reputation could protect against. Kevin Knight didn't just steal a win, he shattered assumptions. This wasn't framed as chaos for chaos's sake. It unfolded with precision, tension, and purpose. Wrestling thrives when certainty collapses, and this match delivered exactly that. What followed was disbelief, silence, and then realization. The Gold League is no longer about hierarchy. It's about who can seize the moment when history is watching. The weight of expectations. Kazuchika Okada entered this match carrying the invisible weight that comes with greatness. Every movement, every pause, every glance toward the ropes radiated control. Opponents don't just face Okada's offense. They face the pressure of his legacy. Kevin Knight stepped into that atmosphere, knowing the odds, knowing the stakes, and knowing that respect alone would not save him. From the opening moments, the contrast was clear. Okada wrestled like a man defending order. Knight wrestled like someone intent on disrupting it. The crowd sensed it immediately. This wasn't a showcase match or a ceremonial outing. It felt like a collision between inevitability and ambition, where one misstep could rewrite the night. Kevin Knight's fearless opening. Kevin Knight refused to ease into the match. He exploded from the opening bell with speed and intent, forcing Okada to adjust sooner than expected. That choice mattered. Against legends, hesitation is fatal. Knight's offense wasn't reckless, it was purposeful. Each burst of athleticism was designed to deny Okada the slow, suffocating pace he thrives on. Knight darted in and out, changing levels, keeping his feet moving, and never allowing the champion to fully settle. The crowd began leaning forward. Not because Knight was winning, but because he wasn't backing down. Fearlessness doesn't guarantee victory, but it changes momentum. Knight wasn't surviving the moment. He was challenging it. Okada's calculated control. When Okada finally slowed the match, it felt deliberate and inevitable. He grounded Knight with precise strikes, subtle shifts of leverage, and perfectly timed counters. This was Okada reminding everyone why he is revered. Each move carried intention. He cut off Knight's momentum not with brute force, but with intelligence. A strike to halt a sprint. A hold to drain energy. A pause to reset the rhythm. This is where many challengers fade, trapped in Okada's tempo. The arena quieted, sensing the familiar arc of an Okada victory. Yet even in control, there was tension. Knight wasn't breaking. He was absorbing, adapting, and waiting for the smallest opening. The crowd feels the shift momentum in wrestling isn't always about offense. Sometimes it's about belief. As Knight absorbed punishment and kept rising, the crowd began to sense possibility. Each kick-out carried more noise. Each escape drew sharper reactions. Okada's confidence remained intact, but the energy shifted subtly. Knight's resilience wasn't dramatic, it was stubborn. He refused to stay down, refused to look overwhelmed. The audience recognized that defiance instantly. This wasn't the roar of favoritism. It was the sound of realization. Something unexpected was forming. The match no longer felt predetermined. It felt alive, volatile, and dangerous for both men. Chaos in the closing stretch. The final moments arrived suddenly and violently. Knight clawed his way toward the top rope, the building buzzing with anticipation. High-risk moves defined careers, and everyone knew what was coming. Knight launched with coast-to-coast intent, fully committing to the moment. Okada countered midair with a brutal dropkick, halting Knight in dramatic fashion. It felt definitive. Okada stood, sensing blood in the water. A suplex followed. The ritual began. The setup was unmistakable. This was the sequence fans have seen end matches across the world. The Rainmaker was loading. The ending felt written until it wasn't. The roll-up heard. Around the league. In the blink of an eye, Kevin Knight found space where none should exist. As Okada prepared to seal the match, Knight shifted his weight, trapped the arms, and rolled through with desperate precision. The referee dropped into position. 1, 2, 3. Time froze. The bell rang, but disbelief drowned it out. This wasn't fluke energy. It wasn't chaos masking incompetence. It was timing, awareness, and survival instinct colliding perfectly. Knight didn't overpower Okada. He outthought him for a fraction of a second. And that was enough. In wrestling, seconds define legacies. Okada's moment of shock. Kazuchika. Okada sat motionless, staring at the mat, processing the impossible. Legends aren't immune to disbelief. They simply experience it less often. His expression told the story better than words ever could. This wasn't anger, it wasn't denial, it was realization. The Rainmaker had been neutralized, not by force, but by opportunity. Okada didn't protest. He didn't argue. He absorbed the truth of the moment. That silence carried weight. When a wrestler of Okada's stature loses like this, it elevates the victory, rather than diminishing the legend. The loss didn't weaken Okada. It validated Kevin Knight. What the win truly means. Kevin Knight didn't just earn points in the Gold League. He altered perception. Wins like this don't fade quietly into statistics. They follow a wrestler everywhere. This victory reframed Knight over Knight. From exciting athlete to legitimate threat. He didn't need domination to make that statement. He needed courage under pressure. The Continental Classic thrives on moments like this, where brackets collapse and narratives reset. Knight proved he belongs in conversations that previously excluded him. He didn't ask for validation. He took it. And now, every opponent must approach him differently, knowing that underestimation is a luxury no one can afford. The Gold League opens up. If this match proved anything, it's that the Gold League is no longer predictable. Reputation offers no protection. Experience guarantees nothing. Every match carries risk. And every wrestler now understands that survival requires adaptability. Kevin Knight's victory injected volatility into the standings and urgency into every remaining bout. Fans thrive on uncertainty, and this result delivered it in full. The league is wide open, dangerous, and unforgiving. One moment of brilliance can redefine everything. That reality now hangs over the entire tournament, reshaping strategies and mindsets alike. A statement that will echo. This wasn't a moment designed to fade into highlight reels alone. It was a line drawn in the sand. Kevin Knight didn't shout. He didn't grandstand. He let the pinfall speak. In a tournament built on endurance and excellence, he proved that belief and precision matter just as much as reputation. Okada will move forward, still respected, still feared. Knight will move forward changed, carrying the weight of expectation that comes with upsetting a giant. The Continental Classic thrives on moments like this. Moments that remind everyone why wrestling, at its best, feels alive.